Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hollyoaks has confirmed Cleo McQueen's fate. After her major accident in the show's latest episode this week, Cleo made a dramatic escape from the clutches of Abe Fielding by pretending to be dead. After reading her wedding vows to her abusive partner, Abe panicked and put her body in his car before throwing her into the river, but Cleo then pulled herself out and made her way back to the village the next day to stop Abe and Perry's wedding. The wedding guests were shocked when Cleo arrived at the folly, but as she approached the group, she was hit by a car driven by Marie, with Abe in the passenger seat. In today's episode, Martha, who had seen Abe putting Cleo into the car, desperately tried to find the mystery girl or the vehicle. As critically injured Cleo was taken in an ambulance, the police wanted to speak to Marie. At the hospital, it was confirmed that the swelling on her brain meant she had been put in an induced coma and might never wake up. Mercedes asked Joel if he knew Cleo was back, suspicious that she knew about Abe and Perry's wedding, and Joel admitted that he had previously heard her voice in Abe's flat. Abe returned to the flat to get rid of Cleo's belongings in the basement, and he found a diary entry where she explained her best hate plan, leaving him furious. Abe was then confronted by Mercedes, John Paul, and Teresa, who were convinced that he is hiding something. Before John Paul broke into Abe's flat to find evidence, Marie and Perry caught him, and John Paul explained his suspicions about Abe. While Marie was adamant that her son was innocent, Perry didn't look so sure. Meanwhile, Martha spotted Abe and realized he was the man she saw the previous evening. She told Sienna this, who explained that she must have seen Perry, but when she showed Martha a photo, she pointed out Cleo instead. Perry sat by Cleo's bedside and wished her to wake up, as she wanted to make sure that Abe was a good person, but she had serious doubts about her fiancé. Elsewhere, Abe held Cleo's mobile as he saw Mercedes phoning, and he threw her phone in the water in response. But with Mercedes witnessing this from afar, has Abe finally been caught out? The early release of Hollyoaks episodes on the streaming platform left fans reeling, as Cleo McQueen's fate was finally revealed in a gripping, heart-wrenching episode that could go down as one of the show's most unforgettable moments. For months, the beloved McQueen family member had been at the center of a tense storyline, balancing her dreams of becoming a counselor with the return of old traumas and lingering secrets from her tumultuous past. In recent weeks, Cleo's life had spiraled into chaos following the arrival of an enigmatic new character, Julia Knox, who quickly made herself indispensable at D Valley University. Though Julia initially seemed like a supportive friend, her true motives were unveiled in shocking fashion. The episode, titled Crossroads, began with Cleo waking up from another restless night, haunted by nightmares of the car accident that nearly claimed her life years ago. Despite the support of her fiancé Joel Dexter and her cousin Goldie, Cleo was visibly struggling. Her sessions with patients were increasingly interrupted by flashbacks, and Julia's pointed remarks only exacerbated her growing insecurities. The tension boiled over at a university event Cleo had spent weeks organizing, a mental health awareness seminar. Everything seemed to be going smoothly until Julia hijacked the closing speech to make an unsettling revelation about Cleo's past. In front of a stunned audience, Julia claimed that Cleo had failed a patient during her counseling internship, leading to their tragic death. The accusation left Cleo frozen in place, her mind racing. She quickly denied the allegations, but Julia's theatrics planted doubt in the room. As whispers spread through the crowd, Cleo fled, leaving Joel and Goldie scrambling to contain the situation. Later, Julia's manipulative web began to unravel when Nana McQueen, ever the family detective, dug into her past. With help from Mercedes and Felix, Nana uncovered Julia's connection to Cleo's former abuser, Pete Buchanan. Julia, it turned out, was Pete's niece, seeking revenge for the role Cleo played in sending him to prison. Meanwhile, Cleo found herself at a literal and metaphorical crossroads. Alone and distraught, she returned to the scene of the accident that had changed her life years earlier. The visuals were haunting, juxtaposing her present self with flashbacks of her younger, more vulnerable days. As rain poured down, Cleo stood on the edge of a bridge, contemplating whether she could continue carrying the weight of her past. Just as she was about to take a step forward, Joel appeared, calling out to her. In a powerful emotional exchange, Joel reminded Cleo of her resilience and the lives she'd helped through her work. "You've been through hell and back," he said, "but you're still here. That's strength. Cleo, that's you." The scene reached a crescendo as Julia arrived, still intent on tormenting Cleo. But instead of succumbing to Julia's taunts, Cleo confronted her. "You don't get to control me," Cleo declared. "Not you, not Pete, not my past." The moment was cathartic, a reclaiming of power that left Julia visibly shaken. The resolution, however, came with an unexpected twist. Nana McQueen revealed that Julia had fabricated her story about Cleo's patient, but it wasn't entirely untrue. Cleo admitted to Joel in a quieter moment that she had indeed lost a patient during her internship, though under far more nuanced circumstances than Julia's version. The guilt of that event had fueled her desire to help others, but also left her vulnerable to manipulation. The final scenes of the episode showed Cleo taking steps to reclaim her life. She reported Julia's harassment to the university, ensuring she'd face consequences for her actions. At the same time, Cleo decided to step back from her counseling work temporarily to focus on her own mental health, supported by her family and Joel. The episode's closing moments featured a poignant montage of Cleo visiting her patient's memorial, reconnecting with her roots at the McQueen's iconic Dog in the Pond pub, and finally, looking ahead with renewed determination. The haunting strains of an acoustic cover of Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol played in the background, leaving fans in tears. The response to the early streaming release was overwhelming, with social media platforms flooded with praise for Nadine Mulkeren's performance as Cleo. Fans commended the nuanced handling of mental health and trauma, as well as the show's willingness to explore difficult themes, while staying true to Cleo's character arc. "Cleo's journey has been one of the most authentic and inspiring stories on Hollyoaks," one fan tweeted. "This episode was a masterpiece, while Julia's fate remains uncertain, with some speculating she could become the show's next long-term antagonist. Cleo's decision to confront her past and seek healing signals a hopeful future for the character." With the McQueen family's trademark blend of drama, resilience, and humor, it's clear that whatever comes next, Cleo won't be facing it alone. For fans awaiting the terrestrial broadcast, the emotional roller coaster promises to be worth the wait. One thing's for sure, Cleo McQueen's story is far from over. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Hollyoaks Update YouTube channel for more update news.